Here we are, folks. We're back again. It's Pete and Billy Berg with the Daily Rant. Well, what can we say? Some new stuff going on with the WWE. They're going to come on. Obviously, we've all heard about the new Superstars show. It's going to be on WG in America Thursday nights. Young talent, guys who aren't getting big pushes and having trouble getting on TV, are going to be the staples of this program. I mean, obviously they're probably going to bring all the noobs will be there.
Can't wait.
It's going to be, but you could. This is the tentative roster, barring any big shakeups in the draft, which I really don't think the draft's really even going to affect this.
No.
It's going to be like Charlie Haas, Kurt Hawkins, DJ Gabriel. Hi, I'm Dolph Ziggler.
What's going on?
I'm Dolph Ziggler. Nice to meet you. Festus, Goldust, and of course Hacksaw Jim Duggan, who we can't seem to get rid of. Gregory Helms. I'm sorry, Hurricane, Jamie Noble, Jesse, Jimmy Wang Yang, Kizarny. Ugh, why? He's like Jerry Lynn's like retarded offspring, illegitimate kid. I mean, Jerry Lynn doesn't talk like that, but he just kind of looks like Jerry Lynn.
That's probably why he's ending up in the land of misfit wrestlers.
I'm in the land of misfit fucking toys. Funaki, whom I refuse to refer to as Kung Funaki. Ricky Ortiz and his rally towel. Sim Snuka and Zack Ryder. Then the Divas, you'll have Alicia Fox, who is of course DJ Gabriel's valet. Brie and Nikki, Candice, nobody cares. Katie, Leah, Maria, Mickey, and Natalia, which is kind of sad considering Natalia is probably one of the best wrestlers on the roster. Same with Mickey James. And they're getting shuttled down to the C team. It's bad enough getting put on a B team.
No, I don't see where this is going to go. I don't think it's going to draw enough viewers for this show to even matter. And like I said, it's the land of misfit wrestlers. The only person I really like, Donald, is Ortiz.
I'm a Charlie Haas fan. I've always been a Charlie Haas fan. Just because his gimmicks are hilarious. But I more or less liked him when he was on America. It was the team angle with him and Shelton. They were the world's greatest tag team.
Right.
They were a sweet tag team, but of course, what happens to tag teams after so long? Eventually, they break up.
Yeah. Did you say that was going to be on Thursdays?
That's going to be Thursday nights.
So this is what they're going to rival TNA with?
Yeah, and I guarantee it'll probably draw more ratings. Because this brings me. This is another. This will be a topic here. We're talking about ratings and TNA, and the worst show of the last 2 years has been TNA Impact. Out of all the wrestling, I mean, obviously there's not a lot of weekly wrestling television off the mainstream, the big two now. But TNA Impact's been the worst show of 2007, 2008. Don West was them. They haven't had the worst announcer voting for 2008 yet. I know Matt Stryker was the best. He's probably one of my favorite announcers on WWE television right now. But the worst was Don West, who I'm sure he'll get the worst for 2008 too. He's terrible. The worst promotion of 2007, 2008 has been TNA. So
they ain't got the budget to compete.
No, it's fallen by the wayside terribly.
When you get promotion-wise there, that's just going to break down on who wants to spend the most money.
And they don't have it to spend. They don't have the capital. I mean, WWE now, they're a publicly traded company, and they're generating. God, the company's it's $1 billion. It's over $1 billion. Easy. How are you going to compete with that? And it's a global just huge, just entity of a company. I mean, TNA does their little, they do their thing with Japan over there, which the Global Impact last year I thought was great. I thought it was great. But the TNA there's so many overrated wrestlers in it. We talked about this last video.
And that's all they're showing when it comes to Impact. They're using all these overrated, underperforming people to try and bring in viewers. ECW didn't need all these big names. They created their own big names. TNA needs, there will never be another ECW.
No.
But TNA needs to kind of follow that lead. They got all these guys that can put on good matches, They can work promos. They got as far as they got without bringing in the big names. You know, they took Christian to that next level. They got AJ Styles and Samoa Joe that are able to run to that next level. They don't need to focus on this main event mafia.
No, it's a cheap rip off of the NWO. It's not gonna work.
The sooner they realize that, the better.
They need to drop. They need to drop the whole thing. Another one. There's rumors going around that CM Punk's gonna be starting a feud with none other than Kane, with coupling Kelly with CM Punk over the Intercontinental title. Now Kane, this could be possibly another worst feud of the year for the Big Red Retard, whom I'm a fan of, but I just like calling him the Big Red Retard. Probably not to his face though, because he's a big motherfucker. But anyway, 2002 worst feud of the year, Kane vs Triple H. 2003, Kane vs Shane McMahon. 2004, I karaoke'd Nelly last night one time, so her and fur and all that, it's kind of blending in. So that's why I'm almost losing my voice too. But I did a mean bust a move by Young MC. You have no idea. And I did the Humpty Dance. I did the opening verse of the Humpty Dance.
I don't even know if I want to know all this.
Oh, it was sweet. You have no idea. You have no idea.
Sorry, I missed it.
I did Who's Your Daddy by Toby Keith. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I rock. But anyway, I digress. The 2004 feud, worst feud of the year, was Matt Hardy and Lita versus Kane. 2007 was Kane and Big Daddy B. 2008 was Rey Mysterio, which we talked about a couple times how horrible that was.
Yeah.
So yeah, this isn't looking like it's going to be a good year for CM Punk then. I mean, it's just not. But feuding with Kane just is not good for people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
him and Taker usually pull it off well, but you can only see that so many times. Yep. Basically, when Kane was at his best was like when there was other people to work the mic. When he was teamed with RVD, when he was involved in the corporation with The Rock running things. It was. I don't know if he can handle a good feud by himself, except for with the Undertaker, but that goes back for Christ over a decade now.
Yep. So it's just it's a question of what kind of storyline they give to they give this or the angle, what kind of angle they're gonna do, how they're gonna work that in. They've already done the Kane was obsessed with Kelly thing, but then it turned out she was like protecting Randy Orton, blah blah blah. So it's like, you're gonna recycle something you used a month ago? Really? You're really gonna tell me you're gonna sit there and you're gonna tell me this is what I'm gonna watch? Why? Why the fuck are you doing? That's ridiculous. It's almost as bad. I don't know. I mean, is Vladimir Kozlov? It's Vladimir Kozlov. That's like when you set the bar for something. You usually want to set the bar high. For overrated, he's most overrated superstar last year, which I can't even call him a superstar. He's a pud. He's a square jaw, brush cut, no personality. God, and I don't want to hear your fake ass Dolph Lundgren impression every time you try to talk, man. Stop watching Rocky IV to draw inspiration for your character. Come on, this isn't 1993, and that's what the WWE is returning to. It's like looking like the mid '90s when it went to like the kiddie circus.
I seen Ricky Henderson do this one time on SportsCenter. He pretty much did a job interview during a regular interview. WWE, if you're watching, we live in Michigan, where the unemployment rate is just incredibly high.
It's like 98%.
We need a job. Obviously, your writers are on strike or something.
They're on fucking permanent vacation.
I can take a shit in a fishbowl and see what it looks like. It might form a word, who knows. And I'm just gonna run with that for a storyline.
Why not? Mae Young gave birth to Mark Henry's hand. I mean, so, and you had Vince McMahon performing a colonoscopy on JR. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can. A group of trained monkeys can throw shit at a wall and come up with better.
This is what y'all can do. Go hire a whole bunch of manatees.
Yep. Put the idea balls in the tank, like on Cartoon Wars.
Idea balls in the tank.
We got 15 seconds left. I got to plug anabolicaddiction.net. That's my new home away from home is anabolicaddiction.net. Check it out, guys. We're out. It's Pete Daddy, Billy Berg. Peace, bitches.